Federal and state budget changes are expected to impact services locally. Today, we got a closer look at those changes at the county level. Today in Newsmakers, Shannon Sladden sat down with Hennepin County Commissioner Kevin Anderson to discuss that and more.
I'm here with Commissioner Kevin Anderson of Hennepin County, representing the Maple Grove area, and he is the first elected official that we've had on the Newsmakers segment since the shooting death of the Hortman family and also the attack on the Hoffman family. How are elected officials right now processing this?
You know, it is such a difficult time, and you know, I can't speak for all elected officials certainly, but I know that we are all looking at ways that we are trying to process and take care of ourselves and our communities to make sure that we are looking at safety for everybody. And it is such a scary time right now. And my heart goes out to the Hoffmans and the Hortman family and everybody who has been impacted by this unbelievable tragedy.
It's definitely something that we will continue to follow as the weeks go on. Looking at what you've been working on with the county, several federal and state changes coming down, how are they impacting what's happening at the county level?
Yeah, so, you know, coming on the heels of the state legislative session where the state was facing some severe budget challenges and there were potential impacts to the counties there, and we worked really hard with our state partners to make sure that we weren't shifting costs. And we're looking at very similar things at the federal government, where policies that are being talked about in Washington, D.C. are likely to have an impact on local budgets, whether it's the city or state or especially the county budget. So that's something that we're paying really close attention to right now.
All right, and what sorts of things are those impacting when you're talking about strains on the budget? Which programs are we talking about?
Yeah, so at the federal level right now, a lot of the pieces that are being talked about are Medicaid and SNAP or food assistance for our most vulnerable populations. And what is being discussed at the federal level is additional administrative burdens or responsibilities being put on counties. And that's going to take workforce. It's going to take people, and it's going to make the system more complicated, often for the people who need that help the most to find stability in their life. And so we're trying to make sure that we're finding that balance of addressing budget needs while making sure that we're taking care of people so that they can live full lives.
And I know from checking out your newsletter that you've been making the rounds, talking to a lot of folks about what's been done legislatively and what you've been working on. What's one of the most popular questions that you get asked?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things that have been at all of my community events, I've been to every city in my district, and I think mostly what gets asked is, how is this going to affect me?
Sure.
Right? And you know, the answer is obviously different for every person, but we are committed to doing the work for people. And so from a county perspective, a lot of this is filling the need through property taxes. And it's not a favorite thing, but we have to try to make sure that we are being responsible with the money that we have. And trying to make sure that we are taking care of the most people that we absolutely can who need it.
All right, we'll be watching to see what happens next. Of course, several events coming up this summer as well. Absolutely. Commissioner Kevin Anderson, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.